Did you know that there are only 24 hours in a day, yet some people manage to build massive wealth, achieve incredible success, and still have time for personal happiness? On average, we spend about 8 hours sleeping, 2 hours on food, and 3 hours on entertainment. That leaves just 11 hours to work, learn, and grow. But what if you could optimize every single one of those 11 hours to invest in your future? Here's a shocking fact. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, people who plan their day are 50% more likely to achieve their goals. So, what's the secret? How do the world's most successful people use their 24 hours differently from the rest of us? In this video, we'll reveal the time strategies that top investors use to turn ordinary days into extraordinary results. You'll discover how to maximize your time for growth, wealth, and personal fulfillment. From powerful morning routines to mastering the art of downtime, we'll dive into the habits that could change your life. Stick around, and you'll see how using time wisely is the ultimate form of investment. Chapter 1. The Power of the 24-Hour Rule. Invest in time like a stock. Successful investors don't just invest in stocks, they invest their time. Time is just as valuable as money, and the best investors know how to manage it. Warren Buffett once said, "The most important investment you can make is in yourself." And that starts with using your 24 hours wisely. Time, like any good investment, needs a strategy. Just as you wouldn't randomly buy stocks, you shouldn't let your hours slip away without a plan. Successful people allocate specific times to activities that provide the best return, whether it's learning, researching, or networking. Each hour has the potential to deliver value if used correctly. It's about being intentional, not just busy. Studies show that people who schedule their day are 50% more likely to reach their goals. Prioritize activities that will lead you closer to financial and personal success. This mindset of intentionality is what turns ordinary people into successful investors. Chapter 2. The Morning Ritual. How top investors start their day to win. The morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. Most successful investors wake up early and have a structured morning routine. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. to start his day. Similarly, many successful investors begin their mornings by reading the latest market updates, reviewing stock performance, or simply engaging in a quiet reflection period. Mornings are prime time for mental clarity. Research shows that the first hour of your day is when your brain is most productive, and many investors use this time to dive into books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading. By the time the world is waking up, they've already gotten a head start. Your first hour isn't just a time to get ready, but a time to invest in yourself and your future. Chapter 3. The time you spend not investing. Why it's just as crucial. Investing isn't all about the hustle. Downtime is essential to long-term success. Research by the University of California shows that rest and relaxation can improve decision-making by up to 70%. Successful investors know when to step away from their work. They don't constantly chase after the next big thing. They understand that time away from the screen is key to maintaining mental sharpness. Great investors like Charlie Munger take walks to clear their minds and reflect on their decisions. This practice helps them avoid burnout and keep a fresh perspective. Time spent not investing can actually lead to smarter investments, because it gives the mind space to think creatively and make better long-term choices. Building wealth isn't about working 24/7, it's about working smart and allowing yourself the mental space to grow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss tips like these on how to make the most of your time and investments. Chapter 4. Time blocks over time bombs. How to avoid procrastination and FOMO. Procrastination and FOMO, fear of missing out, can derail your success if you let them. Successful investors combat these distractions by using time blocking. Time blocking is the practice of dedicating specific periods for particular tasks. Bill Gates is known for his deep work blocks, where he focuses on one thing for hours without interruption. In a similar way, value investors create time blocks to research companies, read market reports, or analyze trends without checking emails or social media. Avoiding distractions is key. Studies show that it takes about 25 minutes to refocus after an interruption. Procrastination costs money. The longer you wait to make informed decisions, the more opportunities you lose. Successful investors set clear boundaries and protect their time. They know when it's time to work and when it's time to rest, ensuring they remain productive and avoid the pitfalls of FOMO. Chapter 5. The 80-20th Rule for Investors. Maximizing return on time. The Pareto Principle, or the 80-20th Rule, tells us that 80% of our results come from just 20% of our efforts. This rule applies perfectly to time management in investing. Successful investors identify the few tasks that yield the greatest return. For example, instead of trying to keep up with every stock on the market, focus on the 20% of stocks that align with your investment strategy. Research by the Harvard Business Review shows that focusing on high-impact tasks can increase productivity by 50%. Buffett and Munger follow a similar approach. They prioritize long-term value investments over short-term gains. They don't get caught up in every trend, they focus on what really matters. By applying the 80-20th rule to your day, you can achieve far more by focusing your energy on the most impactful tasks. It's about working smarter, not harder. Chapter 6. Time is an asset. How to protect your hours for wealth building. Time is an asset, and like any asset, it needs protection. Many successful investors treat their time with the same care they give their money. As Peter Drucker said, time is the scarcest resource, and unless it is managed, nothing else can be managed. You wouldn't let your investments sit idle without proper care, so why would you let your time go to waste? Time management is the backbone of wealth building. Investors like Elon Musk break their day into 5-minute increments, ensuring every moment counts. Similarly, successful value investors plan their time around their goals, whether that's finding the next big stock or improving their skill set. Time, like money, compounds over time. Every hour you invest wisely grows your wealth, not just financially, but personally. The key is to make time work for you. Focus on tasks that generate the highest return, and guard your hours like they're your most valuable investment. When you protect your time, you're investing in your future. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more insightful tips on how to turn your time into your most valuable asset. Thanks for watching.